Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Thursday edition of Biz Talks. My name's Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with Zija, and my privilege to be the host tonight. And I want to welcome all of you. Very excited. I've got a guest with me tonight that you are just going to love, Christine Holland. She's really grasped the concept of what we're doing here and is making some significant increases in her business. But first, I want to do this. I want to welcome all of you that attended, in particular, those of you that were invited as a guest. See, perhaps a friend or maybe a family member, coworker has been talking to you about Zija. Maybe you've started using our products, or you've been hearing about, what's happening with the company, and you were invited to this presentation, or maybe the replay on the YouTube channel, to take a look at what we're doing here. And first thing I want to let you know is you're going to be in good company here. You're going to find a lot of like-minded people. Zija's really kind of become a community of people that are passionate about, health and wellness, creating lifestyles that people desire. You're going to find retired folks here that, have been able to generate, that extra, $200 or $300 or $400 a week that can make all the difference in retirement. You're going to find young people here, people with young families looking for a way to have a more traditional life, be able to have a part-time business from home, and one of the parents stay home and raise the kids. You're going to find, old guys like me that are having a lot of fun in retirement. You're going to find, young people, millennials, Generation X's that, recognize that, the story they bought about getting a great education and that great job just wasn't what they were looking for. And they're looking for something they can be passionate about, but be able to do it under their own terms. You're going to find a lot of like-minded people here. And what we wanted to do this evening is to kind of just give you an opportunity to look at something a little bit different. And if there was a way where we could show you how you could create additional income above and beyond what you have without having to change your life, if we could show you how to create more time freedom in your life to be able to enjoy the things that you want to do and have more fun or more meaning in your life, would that be something that'd be worth taking a few minutes to look at? And that's what we're asking you for. That's the reason you were invited. And so what we're going to do tonight, I'm going to share with you a little bit about our company, about the products we're marketing, about our timing, but in particular, the real focus tonight is to get you to meet one of those people that has been able to find a way to take something really, really spectacular, the products and the movement of Zija, put it into their life, and then start building that whole concept of time freedom and residual income. Now, our company, Zija International, we're a relatively young company. We've been in business, I believe, now about 13 years, but we've done something that's incredibly rare in the industry of the home-based business or network marketing, relationship marketing, a lot of terms that we use for our business model. Zija International has been able to exceed its 10th year anniversary. We're over 10 years in business. We've done over $1 billion with a B, billion with a B, $1 billion in sales in that period of time. That already puts us in the top 1% of network marketing companies that have ever existed. The owner of Zija International is kind of like part of the who's who of the industry. Ken Brailsford has already created 2 of the current multi-billion-dollar, multi-decade-long, multi-generational opportunities in the home-based arena. This is his 3rd project. This past year, we brought on board, a name that is, it's not familiar in the general world, but is very familiar in the industry of network marketing. We brought Jeremy Red on board this past year. His corporate management team has already led 2 other companies that are currently our size, about $150 million a year company, has already led 2 companies to over $1 billion a year in sales. He already knows what to do. And when you combine that corporate leadership strength, we are poised today to be one of the most phenomenal growth stories in this industry over the next 3 to 5 years. Now, second thing I want to share with you is our products, because that's really the foundation of what we do. If you don't have a real product, something that is tangible, something that creates true customer loyalty, it's meaningful to our customers, then you really don't have a real long-term opportunity. Zija International, we started as the Moringa company back in the end of 2005. We were the first people to bring Moringa oleifera to the marketplace in a commercial format. Now, over the years, well, most people never heard of it back then. Today, well, you've probably seen it on TV, Dr. Oz and, so on, talking about, Moringa oleifera, the superfood for 2018. We're all over the news. Today, Zija International continues to be the Moringa company. We are the world's #1 largest grower, harvester, importer, and producer of Moringa oleifera products. We built our company on that. So we have, the healthy nutrition products, nutritional drinks. I actually have one I'm consuming right now, do a couple of servings of that a day. We have healthy weight management systems based on Moringa oleifera, sports nutrition products, energy products based on Moringa oleifera. That has been the foundation of our company. Over the last several years, we have made rapid development and expansion into a wide range of products, essential oils, sports nutrition, personal care, skincare products. Today, we have what people are looking for, a solution to their products, whether it be to, get more fit, have more energy, just be healthier, sports nutrition products, a clean green home, replacing the things that we're accustomed to using, shampoo, toothpaste, conditioner, deodorant, what have you, with natural products that work better, are competitively priced, and taking the chemicals out of your environment. Now, add one more ingredient to why today. It's the timing. We have done something that very few companies ever do. We achieved 10 years in business, $1 billion in sales. Today, we have a widely diversified product offering that appeals to people of all different, regions, geographies, ages, what have you. It's a universal need product line. And then we have the infrastructure of the company to go into a massively accelerated growth curve. And that's where timing becomes such an issue. And what I want to do is to give you a chance to meet one of the people that has taken advantage of what we're doing here. I'm going to bring over Christine Holland to this side. Christine, this is kind of your 1-minute warning. I'm going to bring her over here. And Christine Holland, I've had the privilege of working with Christine now for a couple of years. First of all, a lot of fun. Christine, how are you? Oh, check you out. There are the sevens. You got your Zija sweatshirt, and I like the at the beach. I love it. Now, folks, for those who don't know, Christine lives in the Northwest, and it's not sunny there right now.
No.
The backdrop, that's great. So good to see you. Give me one second. I just wanted to kind of give you a formal introduction. I've worked with Christine for quite some time now. Christine is retired military, has done a lot of things for our country, and of course we thank her for that. She started with our company embracing this whole concept of a better way, healthy, but life doesn't, nutrition doesn't, healthy doesn't have to be hard. And she's been able to build a good business, but since the last time she was with us, and it's been about a year, I think, you've had a major rank advancement to our platinum level, but most significantly, that's been based upon your ability to embrace this new system that we have of being able to share our products, create ongoing residual income. What I'd like to do is take a couple of minutes so that our guests that are just joining us can kind of get a feel for who are the people of Zija. Maybe you can tell everybody a little bit about your background. What did you do prior to getting involved in the home-based business arena?
Sure. Thanks, Fred. Thanks everybody for joining us. Yeah. So I'm a 20-year Air Force veteran. I did 10 years active, 10 years reserve. My husband's is a retired Air Force pilot. He now flies for FedEx. And the reason that I did go from active duty to reserves was when we had our first child. It was very important to us to be present for our children, and we have the ability, the blessing to do that. but I don't know if you want me to go a little bit into the transition of that. But I retired out of the Pentagon. I had some really great corporate opportunities, let's say that. But again, I wanted to be present for my children. I wanted them to be the priority. And in the world, I worked in the protocol world, and your time is your boss's time. So there was absolutely no way that I was going to be able to be present for my children the way I wanted to be. So I decided to go a different route. I had been struggling previously with some significant health challenges, and I was offered drugs and surgery, did a lot of research, and realized that if I was going to be healthy the way I wanted to be, I really needed to take control, did a lot of research, and found some awesome health products. They happen to be in this industry called network marketing, which I didn't know a whole lot about. The products really helped me. They changed my life. It's 25 years, and everything that I had going on is all in remission, gone. And I'm training for a half marathon. I'm 54 years old. I'm in great shape. Life is good. I feel like I'm in better shape now than I was in my late 20s. And I credit it all to good choices, good health choices that are based on the products, the nutrition that I put into my body. But the reality was, what I really saw was the ability to create a residual income by helping people on my time, on my terms. So I was able to, in the beginning, do it very part-time because my kids were my priority, still create an income stream. I've been doing it slowly. And as Fred said, right now it's the perfect storm with what Zija has going on. So it's really working out very well for me, and it can for anybody. That's the beauty of it.
Now, when you had some previous experience, so you kind of cut your teeth, if you will, with another company or two. What was it? First of all, how were you introduced to Zija? Because that's always the question a lot of people have. Well, I know a lot of people. How would I introduce them to Zija?
So, the other Zija wasn't even around when I first started using products. Okay, so I did get involved with one other company, and it didn't have the infrastructure and the timing and the leadership that Zija had. So I never really had an income stream. For me, it was more, I was I would call it a glorified customer. I shared with some friends and family, made a few bucks. But for me, at that point, it was more about my own health. But I saw the potential of what it could be, but it had to be the right company. It had to be the right products. It had to be the right timing, because I'm the same person doing the same actions, but I wasn't getting the success there. Some friends introduced me to Zija, and I was looking, at that point, I knew I was interested in network marketing. So I was looking for the business side of it, which is, that's unusual. Most of us start as customers and transition. When I saw the products, when I saw the corporate team, when I saw the team, Fred, Pat Anderson, the team that I came with, I knew that it was the perfect storm, the timing, right? People think sometimes they want to get in on the ground floor, the 1 year, 2 year company. That's scary because you just don't know if they're going to make it to the 10-year point. Another thing that was key for me is Ken Brailsford, because my grandmother-in-law was a network marketer back when nobody even knew what that was. She was Ken Brailsford, with his original company, Nature's Sunshine. She was a distributor of the year in 1982. So I knew Ken's integrity. I knew his professionalism. I knew he knew how to do this. So for my husband and I, it was game on. Let's go. This is the right thing. So we had him with the diamond pack, which that's kind of old school now, that the things are changing drastically, rapidly. But basically what I did was I invested in the company. I invested in my own business. I got products for me to personally use and share and demonstrate. Fall in love with myself, shared them with friends and family, and within weeks I had paid back my initial investment in my business and was in the black, and I've been in the black ever since.
You hit on several key points there, and I just kind of want to bring those out. Yourself and myself, we had kind of a unique introduction to Zija. I also knew of Ken Brailsford. I didn't know him personally back, several years ago when I joined the company, but I knew who he was. I mean, if you look at network marketing, over 70 years, it's been a profession. Thousands and thousands of companies have come and gone, and only one man has built two of the, and it's only about a couple of dozen companies that qualify as being legacy companies. Ken built two of them. And so actually, that's the only reason I listened, is I heard Ken Brailsford when a fellow called me up and said, hey, I got a opportunity. I want you to look at it. And I'm going, yeah, I heard this before. But when he said Ken Brailsford, I said, back up, tell me more. You had a similar experience where you said your great grandmother-in-law, right? Or grandmother-in-law?
My grandmother-in-law.
Yeah, she was a network marketer back in Ken's first company. So that's kind of unique. Now, the other thing that you mentioned, though, this is really kind of at the heart of what we do. And it's always the question, well, and here I'm putting myself in the seat that I was in 35 years ago when I, first was introduced to this type of business. I'm not afraid of working. I do want to have more income, better lifestyle, more time freedom, more fun, help people. What do I do? And you hit on it. You got started, like myself. I mean, literally, I financed my business by buying some product with a credit card.
Yep.
In a couple of weeks, I made all the money back.
Mm-hmm.
And from then on, it was profit. And so I started my business with a credit card. But the key that you said was following that simple system. See, this is the part a lot of people don't get. The real, successful people in our business, they're not the ones that are maybe the smartest. Or, of course, you're the smartest.
Oh, sure.
Or the best looking.
Okay, $20 later.
Actually, we have a lot of fun. Christine and I and several of our team members had an evening out in Scottsdale a couple of months ago, the leadership conference. And I got to tell you, if you don't like having fun, you may not fit in here, because we had a lot of fun that night. That was a hoot and a half. I'm still laughing. But that's an aside. So the real key here is the simplicity of following a simple system. Now, I want to transition, because since the last time you were our guest here, your business has really taken off. You've really accelerated. I mean, I track the numbers, and you're consistently on the team's leaderboard in terms of our new duplication process called Premier 20 and Elite 40. And for those, don't get caught up on the terms, folks. You'll get them when you get involved with us. Basically, what the Elite or Premier 20 means, you've shared the product with a few people, and you get your monthly supply of product free from Zija. And the only thing that can be better in our Zija products is free. Okay. And then the Elite 40 is helping a couple of other people do that, and you make an extra $250 a month. That's an extra $3,000 a year. Would you like an extra $3,000 a year? I mean, think about it. And you've taken that simple little system, and it's helped you rank advance now to platinum. Tell us a little bit about, what was it that helped you embrace that whole system, and what are you doing on a day-to-day basis to have your other team members also being able to meet those qualifications?
Well, I don't know if it's a military part of me. I'm very nonlinear, so I get very distracted squirrel very easily. And the thing I love about this system is that it's a recipe. There's specific daily actions that you can do, and if you follow the actions, everything falls into place. Like, for example, the Premier 20 Elite 40, if you're doing those actions, you're going to rank advance, and you're going to help your team, your tribe, rank advance. If you're doing those actions, you're going to have a paycheck every week that makes you happy. If you do those actions consistently, you're going to have a paycheck at the end of the month, because you get those extra bumps. I actually qualified for the success trip 100%. So I'm getting Zija sending me on a cruise out of Puerto Rico, and I didn't do extra things. I did the things that qualified me for the daily action. So if you're doing on a regular basis the things that Fred shares on Saturday, if you're using the products, if you're sharing the products, if you're connecting people with other people within Zija via all the different modes that we have, and sharing the Zija story, the Zija love, and the Zija message, and then helping people who want to do that get involved at whatever level. That's what I love. We're not pushy. You want to be a customer? Awesome. We love customers. Zija has an amazing customer program. We don't play around with this pretend you're a distributor to get better prices. If you want to be a customer, be a customer. If you want to be a distributor, be a distributor. And we have excellent training in place and support, so you're not doing this by yourself. You're in business for yourself. You're not in business by yourself. And it's on-the-job training. You earn while you learn. So we have all that in place. the thing I love about the new programs and that we're continuously adding to with this new amazing corporate team is that everything is simple, everything is duplicatable, and everything builds on each other. So if you're doing the basic things to be Premier 20, which again, like Fred said, the first level, the second level is going to come, and the rank advancement is going to come, and the success trip is going to come, and the Premier Club is going to come. And for some people, the top 10 trip to Greece is going to come. But you don't have to do some things to get this and some things to get that and this to get paid. It's everything, the daily activities of using, sharing, caring, reset. Using, sharing, caring, reset, and bringing the people along with you.
You know, it's a beautiful thing when you can set out to do something good for yourself health-wise, and then see a path to helping others that can generate you some income, and then just realizing by doing that same thing over and over, it's essentially inevitable that your team members will start to realize some of the health benefits, then some of the financial benefits. And the you know, I always hate this, you know, oh, it's only the people at the top that make the most money. No, it's the people that have helped the greatest number of others that make the top money. And so that's why I'm excited to have you with us, because you are really leading the field by demonstrating, by, you know, walking the walk, right? Not just talking the talk. I was looking in the back office. I think you're approaching 40 active customers, you know, on a monthly subscription order, and there's many more that just order whenever they want. But if you think about that, that represents a large group of people that you're helping with their health. And then add to that the team members that you're helping with their financial situation. We only got a moment or two left, Christine. If you could maybe give us an idea of the number one thing that you focus on a daily basis, whether, you know, it's sharing the product, sharing the opportunity, teaching others to do the same. What's the number one thing that you want to make sure you do every single day in your Zija business?
Talk to somebody about Zija, share the Zija love. And some days, I mean, I don't think there's ever a day that I don't talk about products. I'm always carrying my drinks around. I'm always open to listening to people who have that need, right? But, you know, hopefully connecting with the team members and finding out who can you help, who's trying to help someone else. You just got to get out there every day and not be afraid to talk to people. That's the biggest thing I think that people, you know, you got to learn how to do this business right. We're not trying to convince people. People are looking. So you just got to find the people who are looking. And the way you do that is by getting out in the world and talking to people and listening. So I'd say talking and listening every single day, and then following through. Don't just talk and listen and walk away thinking I should have talked to that person, I should have shared. A lot of people do that. Because some will, some won't. So what? Who's next?
Hey, wow, exactly right, exactly right. Christine, it's always a pleasure to have you joining us. I'm really disappointed it took so long to have you back, but you're doing awesome. You're a real inspiration to so much of the field. I appreciate everything you're doing for all of the team members, not just your organization, but so many others. I'm going to let you go back to the other side, but I would love to have you come back and maybe join us on a Saturday morning training and share a few of your little tips for us as well.
Absolutely.
You open to that?
Absolutely.
Did you see how I did that, folks? I kind of put her on the spot, didn't I? Christine.
And he's got it recorded.
And I got it on tape. Hey, give my best to Troy and the boys, okay?
All right, thank you.
We'll see you.
We'll let Christine. Everybody, thanks for watching.
We'll let Christine go back here. And folks, you know, Christine is one of many, many people that have been able to embrace this concept of we have something that the world's looking for. They just don't know we're here. As she said, you know, some people, everybody's looking for what we have. Some people will be interested in what we have and some won't. And it's okay, because it doesn't take that many. And so with what you've heard this evening, we've talked a little bit about, you know, the foundation of the company, the pedigree of the company, an owner that's already built two, you know, multi-decade, multi-billion-dollar companies. The current, you know, corporate leadership team that has already taken companies that are our size to $1 billion in annual sales. A product line that is everything that people are looking for. And one thing that I didn't even mention, which is kind of like our ace in the hole, if you will. We have entered the CBD oil market space with something so unique, it's going to take an awfully long time for the others to catch up. We are the only mainstream company in the industry that's producing, right there, a transdermal application for CBD oil. It is stunning. The results that people are getting with that product are nothing less than miraculous. And when you recognize that one product division, according to Forbes magazine, it's projected to grow from last year, it was about a $500 million a year industry, to over $20 billion a year within the next 3 years. You put all that together, this is the right time, the right place, and the right company. So what I want to do right now is two things. Number one, for those of you that are invited guests, get with the person that asked you to be part of our broadcast today, or maybe they directed you to the YouTube channel for the replay, and ask some questions. What do you need to know? Do you need to experience the product? You need to learn a little bit more about the product. You need to learn a little bit more about the company. Whatever it is you need to know, but make a decision. Become one of our customers and find out why so many people are experiencing such great benefits from our products. Make a decision to get involved in the business and be part of what we're going to be doing over the next several years. And if you choose to do that, I'm going to ask you to do the second thing, which is join us on Saturday morning. This Saturday morning, that's 10 o'clock Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern time, we will be doing a new distributor training, and the focus will be on how to launch your business today, first week of December, and create a launching pad for incredible gains starting the first of the year, because we've got some things coming up within the first week and a half of January. You will not want to miss that. You will not want to wait for the first week and a half of January, first 10 days of January. You'll want to be started now, and we will show you specifically, step by step, how to accomplish that in the next 3 weeks. So join us on that. Same webinar link. You'll get to that Saturday morning training, www.fredholmes.com/webinar. Join us. And with that, last shout out, Christine. It's so cool having people like you as part of the company, and thanks for joining us this evening. Folks, have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you Saturday morning. Thanks for being with us.